Welcome to Landria, Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an awesome life. I am your host, Landria Onkka, here live and in person, and the votes are in. I'm going to continue to do a video a day. Now, obviously, I don't really shoot one a day. I take all of your ideas, your requests, and I shoot as many as I can in one sitting. The editing, the downloads, of course, that takes a lot of time. So do me a favor before we go into this video, which is very critical. I'm going to give you an important one thing to do to raise your frequency to manifest positive, good things. All right, because we manifest all the time. I'm going to show you one thing to do that could massively change how you're manifesting what you're manifesting. Boy, you're going to have to watch this one. So before I start, I'm going to request, because people like, I know, you know why these other channels are always selling you? Because they don't make any money. They're doing this for free, and so they have to keep going. There's a lot of expenses involved. I don't know if you guys know that. One song costs anywhere from $50 to $100, and I have quite a few downloaded. So in order to support me, share these, subscribe, and share as many videos as possible so I can increase my viewership. It's great for my advertisers, and it encourages me to do one a day and pick up the expenses for all of this. All right, I also want to say Breakthrough Fear is out. I'm going to post it here. You click on it, you're going to go into an email subscription where it tells you all about it. What is the course? It's helping you manifest an amazing life. Breaking through the fear. How do you get past it? Fear is the only thing between you and what you desire. That's it. Fear. Fear, fear, fear. So we break it down and we go through, it's supposed to be a 6-week course. It could be longer for you, shorter, but I give you 180 videos and I don't know how many meditations and guided practices, everything. So if you're interested, click here. It's on sale right now because we're in beta stage. I'm working on a few glitches, so thank you to those of you who launched and found a couple little things happening. All right, so we're going to go on now to why you tuned into this video in the first place. I want you to remember that life is an illusion. You're walking into the fun house, and everything you see is not real, although you're seeing it. You see the distorted picture in the mirror. You see the laughing, crazy clowns. Not a big fan of clowns. Cray, cray. All right, so cray, cray clowns come out and you're going, ah! But you know it's just an animated thing or some kind of, electronic, mechanical device, or maybe it's even a person in a mask. This is life. I want you to remember that. And how you view it is exactly the results you get. You create your reality based on how you view it. So if I love clowns and we go in there, you could be screaming and crying because you hate the clowns, and I could go, oh, this is the greatest experience ever, right? It's our perception and our belief. Now I'm going to give you something that's going to really challenge you. How do you go to a higher frequency so you can manifest wealth? I did a video. You can manifest wealth on the lowest frequency. Hello, somebody said, well, I thought you had to be on a high frequency. Really? Then all wealthy people would be enlightened. Everything's a frequency, yes, but you manifest on every frequency. We want to manifest on the higher frequency. Why? Because that's when things work out exactly the way they should. Your frequency is connecting with other people who are giving, loving, have your best interests in mind, put you first, and the planet. So you're going to be with those people. You're going to attract those people. You're going to, have opportunities, probabilities show up on the higher frequency, the ones that are pure and light and love. If you're manifesting down here, you're going, why do I get crappy bosses or lousy relationships or all this other stuff? Because you're down on this frequency, and that's where they are. Stop blaming other people, please. They're this and they're this. And I had somebody that, telling me that they're overeducated and said that they were asked for my opinion. Then when I give it, I say, it sounds like, you think you're better than anybody else. I actually didn't say that, but I was thinking it. I saw the ego going into this. I have an education and I'm smarter than my bosses. Well, that is part of what I'm going to talk to you today. If one word of criticism comes out of your mouth for anything, catch it. Boom! Oh my God, I was criticizing. Okay, it is judgment. You can call it judgment, criticism. Let's call it criticism. Because a lot of times we don't think we're judging when we criticize. I was just saying they were being mean, and that was a fact. It's still criticism. Why is that so important? Everything you do, all faults that you find with others are coming out back on you immediately. You don't send it out and it comes back. That's you. You're doing it. You're doing it. Lower, lower, lower. That's it. When you criticize, you go into a negative space, and we're doing it all day. And I'm going to tell you why I'm doing this video. All I hear constantly is blame on others. Blame on the government. Blame on the pharmaceuticals. Blame on this and that and that. Then then you go into your car and you drive up to McDonald's and put chemicals in your mouth. And your kids. Because we can't afford it. Bull crap. Bull, bull, bull. I'm sorry, you want to make a difference on this planet? We have got to put our foot down. Don't give me this, I don't have the money crap. You're not going to compromise your health and what we're doing to the planet because you have to spend an extra buck. And that's really what it comes down to. You'd be shocked at how much less you need to eat and how much healthier you can eat by switching over to better choices. Not everything's expensive. We don't have access to the farmers. We're making up excuses constantly for not being our best. And that has to stop because it starts with you, and you cannot put that responsibility on other people. When you criticize and you blame others, you are taking down your power and you are lowering your frequency and you are manifesting stuff that's working against you because you haven't learned your lesson. The universe keeps saying, okay, you asked for this. You're criticizing. Here are those people. You're down there. Hello. Come join us. Come on. Have you given it up yet? Have you understood that love and compassion takes you up here? And then you start to see other things. And then I've heard, and don't give me this one either. You know better than write me and say, ask for advice, and I'm telling you the truth in a very kind way. I'm not here to judge and criticize. You're asking my opinion. I'm going to give you what I see is not working and what I'm hearing in that email. All right? So when somebody says to me, I give too much and people take advantage of me. Really? We all have been taken advantage of. So, get off the planet. Hello, we all signed up for this. All of us. We're a family. We're supposed to love one another. We're supposed to be giving and loving. And if you give and somebody takes advantage, okay, they're on a lower frequency. Nobody's making you do anything. So why aren't you giving to those people who you know will either put it to good use or whatever, if that's what you choose. Otherwise, when you give, no expectations. Do not expect anything back. And so what I'm hearing is, well, they never paid me back. Don't give money then. Don't give money. Why do you think they need it in the first place? Because they don't have it to give back. Hello, McFly. When I give, I know there's a good chance we'll never see it again. And you know what? I've always gotten it back. You know what I didn't get back? When I had massive fees to clients who were not the nicest people, who were never conducting themselves in a very, let's just say, a way with integrity. It never felt good. It was a lower frequency. And I was playing in that pool. I was playing in that pool with them. So, shocker. And that's why I got out of investment banking. I was very successful at it. Very successful. I didn't lose everything. I was one of those people who walked away from something that was really prestigious. But not if it's not resonating with you. And those are tough decisions to make. Right? We have to go and look at the bigger picture and say, all right, what's going on here? What do I have to do here? The bigger picture is that I have to resonate on a higher frequency. All right, so here we go. If you do this and you catch yourself all day long, every day, for as long as you can stand to do this, your frequency will go up, you're going to feel different, and you're going to start to notice positive things coming in. Why? Because you're not directing negativity toward another being, which is you. You're not taking your own frequency down. When you criticize, you're taking your frequency down. That's why I said it's never personal. When somebody gets pissed at you, it's not about you, it's about them. They're in a bad place. When I get these emails, you know, they're in a bad place because everybody has a different story and a different complaint and whatever. It's coming from them and their reality. It has nothing to do with me. So remember that when somebody picks on you, they're just in a shitty place. Oops. Sorry. They're in the doo-doo. The doggy doo-doo. Nobody wants to be in the doggy doo-doo. Wow. So what do you do to that? Do you want to fuel it? Do you want to throw kerosene on it and light it? That gets really stinky fast. Or do you be your best no matter what the situation? And you will. And I've had stories. You guys have seen the comments come over. People that have told me amazing things. Like, wow. Like this person was all of a sudden nice to me. Or, you know, we were cooperating. And the whole energy changed. Why? Because you're no longer contributing to the negativity. And criticism does that. If you blame one person or one situation or anything, your parents, anything, for your unhappiness, that is criticism, and you're not taking responsibility or empowering yourself. You have free will. You can change everything. You can see it differently. Criticism is saying the world is wrong and I'm great. By the way, I know Mein Kampf is my struggle, not my life. I don't know why I said that because I do speak German, by the way. Oops. Thanks for correcting that, by the way. My struggle, very powerful, right? That was a Hitler book that he wrote. And I said once again, criticizing people like the Hitlers and the whatever the world. Really? They can't do a damn thing unless we help them. They're sitting out in a field by themselves, rocking. Nobody would pay attention. We are the ones fueling it. We're the ones saying, oh, that's okay. And going into that lower frequency. We got to knock this off, man. This criticism and they're this and they're that and the conspiracy theories, you're going into that lower frequency. No criticism. I don't care if you think it's true or not. It's not. It's all bullcrap. Nobody has all the facts. Half of those people that you see out there doing the negative stuff, saying that they're doing good stuff, if you did some research, you'd be shocked at what you would find. We're all individuals. We have to allow ourselves to be that. Somebody said, I love your message. I don't like your delivery. And I thought, why did you need to say that? Why did you need to say that? Because you as an individual felt like I should be different because you want something. And that is a criticism that takes you down, not me. So I'm using that as an example because something that simple. Oh no, that's just my opinion. No, that was the ego desiring something and wanting the world to be different for you, and you had to make a statement. That's a negative criticism. It takes you down. And when you do that, and you do it all day, you are going into that lower and lower and lower space. So we did 3-second manifesting, trying to go into what you desire. But that doesn't mean you're in a higher space. So what I want to do is catch, I did another video on catching where that negative thought's coming in the first place. Why am I thinking what I'm thinking? Why am I thinking that negative thing? Why? Why would I ever want to say anything negative about another person? Because they're different. Because they're a threat to you. And that's fear. Take my course. Fear breaks through all threats. What it does, I mean, breakthrough fear breaks through my course, breaks through all threats. There's no threats anymore. We get rid of the threats. We have you actually start looking at life completely different. And the fear doesn't go away, but you no longer listen to it because you know you switch over to knowing that, well, this isn't really a threat. I control my life. I control my feelings. I control what I do. And maybe it's me and my attitude is the reason I don't have a job, or the reason why people fire me all the time, or the reason I fight with my bosses. Because I find something wrong in everything. I'm criticizing everything. Why? Because I'm insecure, because I feel threatened, because I want certain things, because my ego is totally out of whack. That's always the case. Wanting something and wanting to control something, that's the ego. This is why letting go is very difficult for most of you. All of us I remember when I finally, many, many years ago, said, always thinking I was doing the right thing. I'm always doing the right thing. The world is against me. Went, crap, obviously I'm not doing the right thing. I'm going to let it go. Let go and let God. Boom! Had a spontaneous healing on my foot. That was, when you have foot, knee, hip problems, it's literal. You're going in the wrong direction. You're literally going in the wrong direction and it needs to change. I let it go. I shut down my company and I said, this is not working. I don't resonate in it, and I'm trying to make something work that I don't resonate with because it's lucrative, because I have this position that I've done for 25 years. So what? That's another rule that we abide by because society says, you've been an investment banker for 25 years, you shouldn't leave it. Well, what if it's killing you? And you can sit and criticize, well, it's the industry, well, it's this, well, it's that, it's the people I work with. No, it's your job, your choice, you're choosing the clients, and you're staying in when you know it's not right, which is what I did. And sure enough, every time those lower frequency clients did exactly what was not a surprise. Either didn't pay their bills, ended up in a courtroom. I don't want to live my life like that. Do you? So let's raise the frequency. Catch yourself all day criticizing, and don't tell yourself it's an opinion. If it's negative at all, especially toward another person and yourself, stop it and ask yourself, why would I have that thought? That is an expression of me. Somebody wrote a beautiful comment. I look at other people and I go, wow, there's another expression of the one. And I'm one of those. That's all we are, expressions. Why don't we be our best expression? We have very little time here. Why are we not being kind to one another and being beautiful expressions and saying, wow, we all are on this planet together. It's like living in one house. It can be very pleasant, or we can just make hell for each other. I choose to have a really great time. All right, so what do we have to do? Well, we all have to give as much as we can. We all have different talents. Let's all contribute. Let's speak nice to each other. Let's not create stress or tension. You know, let's speak to each other when we do have issues in a kind way that is not threatening, that's caring and giving. Criticism. What about your spouse? What about your kids? What about the government? Who do you think voted those people in? Hello? Here we go again. We're so responsible for everything. A thought. Watch yourself. I want you guys to tell me, because I know I'm going to get some amazing results for this. Check the criticism. So you don't have to do the 3-second manifesting and focus on the thing you desire to get away from the thing you don't desire. Just watch it. Ooh, negative thoughts. But criticism especially. Criticism is saying the world isn't right. They're not right. I'm different. I'm separate. When you separate yourself, everything goes to hell in a handbasket. Because that's fear. I'm different. I'm right. The world should think, why do you think these parties argue? Why do they argue? All right, have your opinion. Why do you have to have somebody else believe it? Because you want the world to be the way you want it to, right? This is how we operate. We're humans. We're stopping that. We're ending that. All right, so watch every second. See if you criticize. And you might even see, I've done it. I remember walking a few months ago and seeing somebody who didn't take care of their lawn. I thought, oh, that looks bad. And stopping myself and thinking, wait a minute. Whether this was true or not didn't matter. What if that person's really ill? Or what if somebody died in that house and somebody hasn't been there to do the lawn? Or that's their property and they're allowed to do what they want? Who am I to judge that? And I caught myself and I thought, that was that spontaneous, instant kind of criticism that was unnecessary. My thoughts were better placed on something really great, like, wow, I love my city. Wow, I love the people here. Wow, look at these trees that bloom in the middle of winter. Oh, the birds are amazing here. And then I refocus. So try it. You don't always have to turn that thought around. If you can't, sometimes we find ourselves not being able to do it because it's not authentic. That's okay. So just go into a thought that's positive. I just had to edit out a sneeze. Things are blooming here. It's just beginning of February. Everything's blooming here. Okay, so give it a try and give me your feedback, because this is a higher frequency exercise that's going to really freaking open up things to you where you want them to be, that will work out. Because they're going to be the nice boss in the great job, not the nasty boss in the great job. It's not a great job if it's a nasty boss. It's going to be the relationship where you have mutual respect, not the great relationship guy turns out to be or girl turns out to be a narcissist. I hear that a lot. There's a lot of them out there. You know, they're just not in touch with who they are. You must have resonated with it on some level. I know I did. I look back and I think, yeah, I was right in there, man. You know, there was a part of me that was attracted to that until I wasn't. So it's okay to admit that you're human and that you go into those spaces. It's okay to admit that your ego's out of check or a whack, or that it's okay to say, wow, I've been criticizing people because I'm feeling insecure about myself. That's what that is, by the way. As soon as somebody said, oh, other people are moving to smaller homes because, you know, they have to, but I don't have to. I'm just doing it because I think it's a better choice. And I thought, baloney. You're trying to convince yourself that you're not one of those people who's feeling like they have to give up something they think is great. Don't play games with yourself. You don't need to criticize somebody else or do anything else to feel better about yourself. In fact, it takes you down, not them. Although it does contribute to the collective, but we're splitting. So you're going to stay down there with the rest of them going, bah, 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 bah. Ugh. Aren't you tired of it? Yeah? All right, so you're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Hey, listen, if we all talked like Eckhart Tolle, we'd be, you know, come on. We have, some people resonate with my stuff, some don't. This is what makes the world so beautiful. It's diverse. Can we celebrate that? Can we love that about each other? Let's start doing that. It's imperative. Raise that frequency. Namaste, my friend. Blessings, abundance, peace, joy, and love to you.